all today. So if I screw up on something, y'all tell me. Okay, so happy Thursday. So happy to see all of your faces. If you are off of Zoom this morning or if you were on camera this morning. I love seeing your faces. If you're not, we're glad you're here. Okay, so first thing I want to mention, we're going to do something fun today where at the end of this call, I am going to give a code word, okay? And those of you guys that text me the code word, you are going to be entered for a giveaway, okay? Fun little giveaway. I'm going to give away two things. I'm going to share with y'all what they are in a second. But because I want to honor those that can't be on live, I am going to give until Saturday. I'm telling you all this so you can tell your teams. I'm giving you till Saturday where you can watch the playback and still text me the code word to be entered to win. Okay. So in honor of us focusing, we're going to do a big focus and talk today on the free impression bracelet that, we've got one more week for. I'm going to be giving away two of these cute little trinket trays. Okay. And they're these fun little trays that say, can y'all read that? Just a queen building her empire. Okay. Really cute, really fun. They come in these cute little packaging. So I will be gifting a couple of ladies for tuning in today or watching the replay and educating yourself, a couple of these little cute little trinket trays. Okay. Just a queen building her empire, because you're building your empire, girl. Just so you know. Okay. So that's fun. So I will give the code word at the end. Okay. So if for some reason you have to jump off, you can get the code word later. But when you get the code word, text me and I will give you that cell phone number at the end of this call. So, okay, guys, we are going to go through some of the loop. So we're all in tune to what's going on. First and foremost, we've got 1 week more for the $100 free item. Okay. 1 week longer for the $100 free item. I would love, we're not going to do it right this second, but if you have got something, I'm going to give you prep for when we do like open it up. If you are doing something to highlight that you would like to share, please. Okay. We want to hear. We've got 1 more week for the free impression bracelet for anybody that joins Parklane. Remember, when they join, when they order their kit jewelry, they will put in the comments what color. I think it's put in the comments. Somebody type if this is wrong, but I know that you can. Hi, Josh. Hey, Josh. So they'll put into the order what color they wanted the impression bracelet. Okay. So we're going to actually talk about a few ideas on how to get that out there today, as well as for the next week. I do want to remind you all, what is Thursdays? Does anybody remember what goes on in the tribe on Thursdays? Type in the comments what goes on in the tribe on Thursday. This is a pop quiz. If you're new, you're learning. The Learn More. Yes. So every Thursday, we have a Learn More About Parklane Jewelry Facebook Live in our Learn More About Parklane Jewelry and Life as a Stylist Facebook group. Okay. This is a ginormous Facebook group of like 6,000 some odd people that are in there some are probably in there that ended up joining the company, but it's a place where you can add your potential stylists, your hostesses, your sister, people that love the jewelry, etc. Add them, invite them to join. And every week, a different team member within our treasure tribe or a different team mans the group, shares stylist stories, shares what they love, shares fun incentives that we do to show our community and to give info. It is a beautiful place for you to add people so they can be a fly on the wall. Most people that will join your team will not be a repeat of your story. We often think that it's, those that, or our story is why people join. And it's actually rarely that case. So hold on. I was just trying to mute everybody. 1 second, you guys. Hold on a second. mute all. Okay. So the learn more every Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Time, right? Angelin did it right last week. So is that right, Angelin? Pretty sure. Yeah, 7 o'clock Central Time, where it is six Central Time. Okay, thank you. 6 o'clock Central Time, where people can join live. We always share an invitation for that. My suggestion is every single week, then you invite 2 people from every party and the hostess, 2 people from every party and the hostess. Depending on how many parties you do, will depend on how many people that you invite from your parties. But you may meet people outside the party. You may have a friend, you may have a sister, you may have a coworker, etc. That may be one of your VIPers. So anyways, that goes on every Thursday. So 1 week more of the impression bracelet. Okay, 1 week more to earn the botanical honeycomb bracelet. All right, type in the comments what you have to submit for the first 2 weeks of, what month are we? June, first 2 weeks of June, in order to earn the botanical honeycomb bracelet. 1,500 net and on. So I'm going to make a Sparkle Box plug. I am so curious right now, with Sparkle Box having literally shipped yesterday, how many Sparkle Box subscribers, and there is no perfect answer to this, you guys. Please do not do comparison, analysis and all that stuff. How many Sparkle Boxes subscribers do you have each month? Because what Molly, and that's perfectly fine. You're brand new, your brand's making new. It is really wonderful to see in week 1, you have immediate sales. They're non-commissionable sales, but they go toward our Rich Rewards contest every single month. They will also go toward all these other incentives that Parklane offers us, like the botanical, I have to keep looking at the name, botanical honeycomb bracelet. Okay. I personally have 19 subscribers. Okay. Honestly, I think that's quite a few. I've had more at other times. I have people drop off. I actually went in and looked yesterday because I couldn't remember. I didn't know how many had dropped off. With 19, I think I had $455 in sales, something like that, 490 something, 475 in sales, non-commissionable sales, just in Sparkle Boxes. I share that, not to pat myself on the back. I think it was in one of our calls last week, maybe it was Monday's Tribe call. Sarah Clement shared that Tiffany Aguilera, who's another one of our team members, has a goal of 20 subscribers so that she can hit Rich Rewards every month, level 1, without even thinking about it. So I share that number because I didn't realize that that's what the number was. So I went in and looked at mine. Mine's at 19. It's just shy of $500. Okay. So actually 500 is not, wait a second, y'all. I'm doing the math wrong. Can somebody do the math for me? 24 boxes. 20 boxes at $24. That's $250, right? Everybody's shaking their head. Okay. When I'm on the spot with math, I don't do math good. $39 if you have premium subscribers. Okay. Corey, you need 26 premium. Thank you. Okay. Elizabeth Littlejohn for president. Okay. That's how many you need of premium subscribers for you to hit RRC1. Okay. So Sparkle Boxes are huge for repeat Parklane shoppers. And I don't think we do enough training on how we can reach out and connect with our subscribers to offer them additional items to go with their pieces. They are being reminded of Parklane with such joy every single month. They are great potential stylists. They are great potential hostesses. They are great additional, salespeople, or not salespeople, sales to generate sales for. And I don't think we do enough focus on them. And the more we have, the more we can do that. So, okay. Okay. Register for Sparkle. Type a 2 in the comments if you have registered for Sparkle Convention. And I want to give the dates, you guys, because I know that they got moved up a day. So Sparkle Convention is going to be July 11th through the 14th. Okay, so Monday through Thursday. FYI, if you are new, it will be virtual. It's typically about 2 hours a day. Typically, and I say typically because anytime anything could change, it's typically 4 to 6 Central Time, or at least the last 3 virtual Sparkles have been 4 to 6 Central Time. If you work, no problem. There's playbacks. Okay, so don't worry about that. And then there's typically, there might be a leadership training one night. There's our awards one night. What else am I missing that there's one night? We do the launch, which will be Tuesday, the 12th. Okay, the launch of the new collection. So just so you know, that's a little bit about Sparkle. When you go in and register for the is it 169, 159? I can't remember the number. You get $200 in new line items that are sent to you from Parklane. Okay, they are items that they anticipate to be top sellers. So really you're spending your registration, but you're getting $200 in merchandise. So it's so worth it, you guys. And if you've never participated in a Sparkle, I just can't even express to you how much you're going to gain from it. Okay, so mark your calendar, register. You want to be there. Amazing content. Okay. Another thing I want to highlight, guess what? Sparkle is fabulous. In fact, if you've done Sparkle, type an adjective in the comments that describes Sparkle to you. I'll give you a second to kind of think about what that adjective is, because it's going to be different for everybody. Oh, I love these: inspiring, energizing, informative, motivational, inspiring. It is fun, Antoinette. It's just fun. It is so fun to be a part of Sparkle. One of my favorite aspects of Sparkle is also hearing more from the family that owns this company. It's really cool to hear from the family. And I love that we can do it from our own living rooms, to be honest with you, because I think we get more participation. So today is the official halfway point, you guys, for Sparkle recognition. Okay, so what is Sparkle recognition? Every year, or every Sparkle, which we have 2 a year, Parklane does an incredible job of recognizing our stylist force at every level. So Sparkle recognition is typically a 10-week period. This time it started on week ending May 4th and goes through week ending July, hold on, I think it's 6th, but I don't want to butcher. Yes, July 6th. Okay. It is a 10-week period. And here are the levels that Parklane recognizes. Okay. I've got my, hold on, got my little paper. Okay. If you have 4,000 in sales, net and non, in that 10-week period, you are going to get these stunning earrings. And I printed this black and white, but they are stunning. I'm going to tell you guys, every now and then, I really want a sparkly silver, like drama earring every now and again. And we don't really have one. And they've all, you know, Cammie's like, yeah, okay, here you go. Here you go. Submit 4,000 in that 10-week period between May 4th, week ending May 4th, and July 6th. You get the earrings, plus you get your name across the screen and called out. Okay. Do not think that I'm new, you know, I won't get recognized. You can sell $4,000 like in the next 2 weeks. Okay. And be recognized. So you want to be on the recognition Zoom because it's fun. Okay. So 4,000 for those earrings, 7,000 in sales in that 10-week period. And you get this beautiful necklace. And Jennifer Bond actually wore it in one of the Sparkle videos. I just watched her wearing it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So $7,000 in that 10-week period, you get that necklace. Okay. Another fun thing that Parklane does is recognizes the top 50 in sales in the entire company worldwide. That is very hard to predict if you might fall in that category. Okay. Because who knows what other people are selling in the company. But if that drives you, which I'm a sales driver, like I like being in the top 15. So it's kind of one of those things I like. But if you do, you get this bracelet. Okay. If you're recognized as one of the top 50 in sales, you will get this beautiful bracelet. All right. So just keep selling, keep submitting, because you won't know who you are until that day. And then the top 10 actually receive an amazing trophy. Okay. And it's funny, with the company I was with before, we didn't do trophies. And I didn't realize how special it feels to have a trophy on my bookshelf. Like it just kind of feels good. So, okay, those are the sales components. And then there's a sponsoring component, of course, because that's how we layer our income by bringing other people in the business. So when you sponsor 2 people over that 10-week period, you guys, 10 weeks, May 4th week ending through July 6th week ending, sponsor 2 who get qualified, which means 1,000 in sales net and non in their first 5 weeks, you get the beautiful ring. All right. Okay. So that's how you can get that. You're not there yet. You can get there. All right. And then the top 10 in sponsoring worldwide actually get the trophy itself. So here's what I want to do. We are 5 weeks in. We're at a halfway point. So I want to tell you guys how you can go and check your sales numbers to see where you are. So you know that what else do you need to do? Because it's really fun to have your name called out, and it's really fun to receive those gifts in the mail. And it's really awesome. Those of you, cheers to you, that take a picture of them on your kitchen table or whatever, your countertop, and post them, because you want to talk about fabulous marketing. It's all these extra things that Parklane does for us. It's a reason for you to share online, because people are going to be like, gosh, she gets stuff all the time. So go into your dashboard, click on the tile. Well, actually, you don't have to click on the tile. Go to your dashboard, scroll down past that first chart, and it will tell you your monthly sales for May and for June so far, net and non. And guess what you can do? Get an old-fashioned calculator, get your phone, add it up. You will know where you stand. So we're at a halfway point. So for the 4,000 in sales to get the beautiful draping earrings, you want to have at least 2,000 in sales within that 5-week period already. And that way, you know, you're halfway. Okay. If you're not halfway, you can still so do it. We have 5 more weeks. Okay. If you want the necklace and if you want your name called twice and you want the $7,000 in sales, you want to be at 3,500 so far. Okay. So it's a good way to check yourself. And for the sponsoring, think to yourself, have I sponsored somebody in the last 5 weeks? Did they get qualified? You should be able to know that. And that will tell you if you're at the halfway point. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to be at the halfway point though to accomplish these things. It is so doable. Okay. So let me see let's see. They're gold. Yes. I printed black and white to save ink. Does net and non go toward? Yes, Judy, they do. Net and non goes toward convention recognition. Let's see, anything else? Okay, so let me just ask, type of 4 in the comments if you have already hit the 4,000 in sales and get the earrings. Type of 4 if you've already done that. Okay, I want people to see that there are lots of people that already in 5 weeks have hit that level. If you are brand new and just joining, you can too. Okay. Almost there. Christina's already looked. Okay. Awesome. All right. If you have submitted 7,000 already in the first 5 weeks, type a 5 in the comments. Okay. Type a 5 in the comments if you've already submitted 7,000 in 5 weeks. Again, I want to share with everyone that you can too, if you want to, because we're at a halfway point. So if you're like, I only have 300 in sales, but I really would like to have my name called out twice and get the earrings and the necklace, you too can still do 7,000 in sales between now and then. I do an online makeup tutorial. You're very sweet. My daughter's a makeup artist. She has taught me a few skills, but you're very sweet. Okay, so let me see. All right. Any questions on convention recognition? Any questions on registering for convention? Any questions? Period. No, we're good. Okay. Okay, Amy, what do you mean restart info? Could someone tell me the dates? Yes, the dates, and we mentioned it a second ago, if that's okay, you might have popped on later, are July 11th through July 14th. Okay, Sparkle dates. You want to go in and register so that you have got your registration complete. Okay. I have one who didn't qualify. What is a restart? A restart is somebody that has not had any sales or earned any commission on Parklane in a 6-month period. They can restart, okay, and be counted as one of your people. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, the qualification, the dates. Oh, May 6th, the week ending May 6th through July 6th are the 10 weeks for convention recognition. Okay. 10 weeks. Thank you, Emily. Okay, perfect. All right. So we have a special guest. I'm excited for Sally England's going to share her story here in a minute, Sally. I'm giving you a heads up. But before we do that, I want us to talk about, we talked a little bit about this on the Tribe Call Monday. We talked about this on our coffee talk a week ago, but our Sailing Through Summer focus. Okay, so if you haven't participated in one of those, this may be new to you, but we've gotten tremendous feedback so far on the plan. So I'm really excited for that. But I want to share again what it is, and so that you can choose a path that is going to work for you. So Sarah Clement did a wonderful job on Monday talking about just summer being different. Even if you don't have kids at home, your hostesses may. Your customers for sure will, you know, because people are inviting from all over the country. So summer can be a little bit different. The time frame I do my parties, I've moved it back an hour. I typically had done 7 Central Time. I've moved it back to 8 Central Time because it's lighter later. People are in the pool. They're in the yard pulling weeds. They're, you know, maybe out to dinner later. You know, we hibernate less in the summertime. So I want more people on my lives. That's just a simple example, but Monday's call gave some really good tips on how to manage and prepare yourself for summer. One of the quotes that I have loved that has been shared a lot, it's a Tony Robbins quote. So please, you know, don't hate the messenger, but leaders anticipate, hold on, what was it? Leaders anticipate, losers react. Wasn't that it? Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. Leaders anticipate, losers react. We're leaders, guys. We are leaders of our life. We are leaders of our destiny. We're going to manifest the dreams that we want. And so we're going to anticipate that things are different in the summer. So we have, I mean, by, you know, popular demand, everybody says they want to increase their business. Most do, not everybody, but we asked on the call who wants to increase their business, who wants to decrease their business. There is no judgment if you want to decrease. You are allowed. In fact, I don't know if Regina Roselle is on this call. She and I did she's one of our division leaders. She and I did a coaching call yesterday. And she said, Christy, I'm going to be honest with you. I am going to take the simple path for the month of June. We're traveling twice. Fine. Then she wants to do the up for the challenge right after at Sparkle and after Sparkle. Fine. Guess what? This is your business, your way. So we are recommending or suggesting or giving guidance for 2 different pathways. Okay. If you want to increase your business this summer, there are 2 pathways to choose. Number 1 is the simple path. Number 2 is the up for the challenge path. Simple path is this: 1 party a week, 1 power hour a week, 1 team call you're going to participate in a week, and 1 VIP Facebook post a day. we will be giving your assignment one assignment, okay? One assignment that you'll be completing. We'll be giving those assignments for the simple path in our regular Facebook pages. So if you're on my team, it's the Dream Catchers. If you're on Allie's, it's the Bright Lights. If you're on Tish's direct central team, Sally, I forget what that's called, the huddle or something. I don't remember. But anyway, you know who you are. You know where to find the information. Actually, it'll be in the tribe page. It'll be in the tribe page if you're taking the simple path. So those are the assignments for the simple path. If you want to do one party a week, this is the path that you want to take. Okay. But it keeps you plugged in, because if you do not keep that momentum going, oh my gosh, you guys, getting started back in September, end of August, you want to stick needles in your eyes. You just do. And many people, I hate to say it, will give up, because sometimes getting back on the treadmill is no fun. You know, getting back in the gym, bleh. So, but you can if you have to. But anyway, so there's the first path, the simple path. Second path is that for a challenge. Okay. And I'm going to give y'all our first week's assignment here in just a second. So bear with me after I explain. So the up for a challenge path is based on the number 2. Okay. Which, when I went and researched what the number 2 means, it's associated with happiness. And I shared this because I thought this actually makes perfect sense. Most of us in sales are super happy when our sales are good. If you are in this business, you just feel happy when your sales are good. There's some sort of direct correlation. So the up for a challenge path, we are suggesting 2 parties a week, 2 team calls you participate in, because if you're up for a challenge, you're up for a challenge, guys. This is not the simple path. Like, up for a challenge is going to move you faster. So two shows a week, 2 calls. Why? Keeps you engaged. You get tips, you get motivation, you see the other people's faces, you get pearls, you don't feel alone, all the things. 2 calls a week, 2 power hours a week. Why? You'll book parties. Period. End of story. You power hour people, I know who you are because I'm on power hours. You book parties, right? Amy's nodding her head. Amy booked 11 parties by doing power hours. Okay. In the month of like April, maybe. Yeah. April, Mayish. So 2 power hours. Hold on a second. Now I'm forgetting all I had them memorized. 1 second. Oh, you're going to be challenged to talk to 2 people from every party and the hostess. 2 people from every party and the hostess about the opportunity, asking them if they would like more information. That is the success formula for sponsoring from parties. Without a doubt, play a game with yourself, even if you're just sending the words because you told yourself you're going to ask 2 in every hostess. You'll be doing that in the for the challenge group. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll have 2 assignments a week versus 1 assignment with the simple group. And if you have a team, you're committing to yourself to talking to 2 people on your team a week. Why? People like to stay engaged. They like to stay connected. They will do more. We all do more when we are connected. I guarantee you, the ones of us on this call, the 50 of us on this call, will have a better month the next month because you plugged in, because you connected. So we detach when we aren't proud of ourselves. So you staying connected with your people on your team will make a huge difference. Okay. So those are the 2 groups. We are forming a Facebook group for the up for the challenge people. Okay. So depending on which team you're on, your leader will be sharing that group. I'll be sharing my group today, guys. If you're on my team, Tish and Allie will as well. They may have already, to be honest with you. So we will have a group where those assignments will be shared. We don't want to share those in the regular team page. We don't want to distract those that want to take the simple path. Okay. So regardless of what path you are on, this week, everybody gets 2 assignments. Okay. Everyone does. You're going to appreciate these. So these are your assignments for the week. Number 1, print a calendar. Put on that calendar the next 3 months. You want a 3-month, whether you literally go to Google, find 3 calendars, print. Maybe you're the fancy girl and you need stickers and color codes and all the things, whatever. Get your calendar, set your personal vacations first, your kids' camps, your whatever, date night, whatever you have. Okay, so you get all that on there. Then guess what? You get to work this around your life. Okay, you go put, if you are the Up for the Challenge group, you put 2 time slots on your calendar each week that you want to do a party. If you're the Simple group, you put the 1 day a week that you're going to do your party. Highlight it on your calendar. It's the next thing you do. You go in and you put around your family's schedule the power hour that you're going to participate in. Or if you're in that for the challenge, the 2 power hours you're going to participate in. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to add what the team calls. The tribe call is Mondays at noon Central Time. If that's the call and you're in the Simple group, if that's the one you want to listen to, works for your schedule, put it on your calendar. If you're in the challenge group, you're going to put 2. Maybe it's that call. Maybe it's this call. My team does a Saturday morning call. Maybe you're like, I like the Saturday morning because I work. And you're listening to this on replay. Put the Saturday morning call. Okay, what am I missing? Okay, that is getting your schedule set. Remember, leaders anticipate, losers react. Get your calendar set. Okay, I need to add power hours to my calendar. Let me just say out loud when the power hours are so you guys know. Maybe somebody typed it. Mondays, they're at 2 Central Time. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're at noon Central Time. Friday, it is at 11 Central Time. So if you are a worker during the week and those do not work for you, by all means, we get it. We tried to do some evening ones. It became hard with parties, etc. There were reasons. So we definitely don't want to leave people out. Set your own. Set your own. Okay. But that's your first assignment. Leaders anticipate, losers react. Get your calendar set. Second assignment, depending on which group you're in, look at this next week. We are in week 2 of June, first day. Are you in the Simple group? Do you have your 1 party on your calendar? If not, get it booked. Use the sandwich method, get it booked. Okay. If you are up for the challenge group, look at your next week. Do you have 2 parties scheduled? If not, get them booked. Jump on the power hour. In fact, I'm leading the power hour. Y'all don't let me forget because I got to lead it today. Elizabeth Baker's on vacation. It's in 30 minutes. So if you need to jump on a power hour, jump on a power hour. Use the sandwich method. And I have to stress, and I would love for anybody to, I'm going to open it up in just 1 second for anybody to share, to just like validate what I'm saying. If you are only doing 1 reach out, you are missing lots of bookings. You're actually wasting your people. Don't reach out if you're not going to do the sandwich. Like, you're just not going to get the results that you want. I cannot stress that enough. I don't remember the percentage. If somebody does, please shout it out, of how many bookings happen on the 3rd reach out. And even if it doesn't get booked on the 3rd reach out, because you're kind of calling them out on like, I want to be a professional, but I don't want to be a stalker, but I want to be a professional. They may even say, now's not a good time, but gosh, I'm so sorry, I wasn't able to get back to you. Can you check back, close to the holiday? Can you check back after summer? Can you check back in a couple months? Like, you typically get some feedback. And if you don't, it's over 50%. Molly says, if you don't, who cares? Who cares? But you must do the sandwich. Anybody, I would love for somebody to share, like, just validate what I'm saying about booking from your 2nd or 3rd reach out. Anybody willing? Anyone? Kim, are you raising your hand or just like waving at the bottom?
Well, I'll say I'm doing the sandwich method this week because I'm booking the rest of my June and July and August right now. I'm just booking all through the summer. People know kind of what their schedule is. So my goal is to get everything booked in the next couple weeks, hopefully July and August because I travel in July. My kid's going back to college in August, all the things. And so Tuesdays I do the day 1, Wednesdays I do day 2. Today is my rest day. And then tomorrow I'll follow up with that third one. And I will say that even yesterday after day 2, I had several people respond. And what I'm saying in my sandwich the first day is that I'm booking for June, right? I'm saying I'm booking for June. When they respond, yes, June works, or they respond the second day, no, I'm too busy right now. I say, okay, how about a July or August party? And 2 of them have already come back and said, yeah, let's do July, or yeah, let's do August. I even had one who said, how about September? I was like, I'll pencil you in. We can always change it if our schedule changes. So the conversation starts to go, and unless they say flat out, no, not for me, which then I'm inviting them to my VIP group anyway. So I'm still getting that traction. Unless they have a hard no, I'm saying, and then one of them just said, not right now. I said, well, may I contact you in July or August and we'll set something up in the late summer or fall? And she's like, sure. So there's always there's always an answer, and that second and third day are key. And if you use the words on the sandwich method, it's so non-intrusive because it's like, look, if you're like me, I know how these things get buried. I just want to make sure you got my note above. And then the third one, they actually laugh at. I've had so many people laughing because I say, what is it? It's like, it's the one we all use, that there's a fine line between being a stalker and something else. I can't remember, but I do want to be a good businesswoman. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're so funny. Thanks for reaching out again. So it's just easy. It's not intrusive. People really do respond that second and third day. You're not bothering them. The worst that could happen is that, you know, they're not going to respond, or they're going to say no, but nobody's going to hunt you down and, you know, like leave toilets in your front yard or something. I mean, it's like, you know, it's so anyway, keep going with the sandwich method and really stick with it. It gives you a plan. You feel good. The antidote to stress is action, and that gives you action. So.
And Kim, you know, has been very verbal about how she does travel a lot in the summer. I've known her for 20 years, and her family does a lot of travel. And last summer she didn't prepare her summer, and not by choice, just kind of, she had a son graduating, this, that, and the other. Okay. And when September came, she was like, this is awful. I will never do this again.
No, it's so stressful. Yeah. August and September were so stressful, you know, total transparency. I didn't make Aruba because of it, because I just couldn't catch up mentally. And so really planning your summer and getting yourself set. You know, we're going to have double points for the trip. Usually that's end of July and into August. So, you know, people are starting to go back to school. Camps are starting in August, like start to book those dates up. But yeah, I don't like stress. So I always try to I'm always the one trying to plan ahead. And when I don't, it's, you know, stressful.
Thank you, Kim. Sally, did you want to say something? I see you're off mute too.
Oh, yes. I was going to say another benefit of doing the sandwich is when I was hesitant to do sandwich for a long time. But then here's the thing, you don't hear back from people. And in your head, you start telling yourself they're mad at me. They don't want, you know, you say whatever. But when you do the sandwich, after the second one, you start hearing from them again, whatever they're going to say. Either they book or they say, no, but I love following you, or not right now, or whatever. Those are people I would have thought, oh, they're ghosting me. They don't want to hear from me. Then when I send the third one, I do hear from most of them. And like Kim said, I get the same thing. You're so funny. Yeah, it's not really my joke, but you don't need to know that. But anyway, so I always feel better after, not only because I've put the effort in and I've done the thing and I can like be like, check, done that, but also the response I get makes me feel better that, okay, these people aren't annoyed by me and they do want to keep following me, or, you know, and I do get, you know, I got a booking the other day that I didn't have in the morning, but I went through and I did takes like 20 minutes and I had, you know, my whole sheet was filled. I did all of them less than 20 minutes and I got a booking out of it. So anyway.
Thank you, Sally, for sharing.
Yeah, like you're saying, it's so fast. I think I did 45 the other day. I just kept going. And it doesn't take very long at all because you're just copy, paste, and it's either text or messenger. Can I say one more thing, Christy, about it? Oftentimes through the sandwich method, because you are contacting several days, relationships are formed that you wouldn't have formed before. People start to tell you like things about their life of why they can't host a party. It almost becomes like a therapy for them. And I'll say several of the people that I booked with that way, they later become stylists. They later want to join the group because you've started that relationship. And it's, again, unintrusive. So, I mean, yesterday I had one woman text me so much going on in her life right now. Like she needs prayer. So now we're just going to pray together, and there's no party or anything like that, but she needs help. And I reached out and there it was. So you never know what comes of it, but it's
Kim,
just.
you are so right. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. And typically if they respond with a no, I mean, not all the time, but often they may say, oh, I've had a death in the family, or, oh, work's blown up, or, oh, my kid this. And that's why I love this business. I love connecting.
Mhm.
And I'm such a believer, it's why it's called network marketing. You're networking. Like you're networking. We network, guys, as human beings. You've networked your entire life. That's why I sometimes get frustrated at myself, or even when I'm talking to team members, when we think we ran out of people. You've been networking for decades, and so it's a really, if you can look at these reach outs as ways to connect with human beings, and you just don't know where they can help you, you can help them, even if it's as simple as prayer. So thank you, guys. Okay, I want to read this to y'all though. You might have seen this. Tish shared it. I shared it. Don't be upset by the results you didn't get with the work you didn't do. And that kind of stings, but I shared that with my daughters who, it's summer. They want to lay by the pool, sleep in, eat chips, whatever, ding dongs. Mira showed up at my house last week with, those crappy donuts, those like chocolate powdered donut, 2 packages, those Cheetos, Little Debbie's. I was like, what are we doing? I mean, I'm not against any of those in onesies, but like that's what's her nutrition she brought. Anyways, so don't be upset by the results that you don't get with the work that you didn't do. And we're giving you this roadmap of the simple or the up for a challenge, you guys, that are both simple. Okay, they're both simple. Judy, did you have something you wanted to share? And then we're going to have Sally England share some things.
Okay, I'm gonna try to talk. I just have a really bad cold.
Okay.
So, what I was gonna say is that usually what I say is that a no for now or a no forever?
Yeah, I mean, same thing, because you just don't know. It may be a no for just now. They're busy. So yeah, good words.
So
Good
the
words.
thing is also to try to encourage your teammates too, that, I guess put up challenges and stuff for them to also book parties and things.
Yeah, and we're actually going to leave with a challenge. It's coming in just a second. So we've always got a challenge, always got an assignment. Okay, so guys, we've got one more week of our incredible offer for any new stylist to get an impression bracelet. Let me just set this up. This is $182 value. Okay, I'm going to tell you my own story really quickly. I'm not going to get my whole story, but when I joined this business 14 years ago, 14 and a half years ago now. So Tish had mentioned it to me. Okay, for those of y'all that do not know me, Tish Mefford is my sister, my older sister. Allie Santano is my younger sister, and we are very close. Yes, we might fuss at each other on occasion. We're normal. For those of y'all that don't think we're normal, we're normal. We're just very close. And so we like to do things together. We were living in different cities, and Tish had heard about this company, and she's like, Christy, I think you'd like this. I was a fashion minor in college. I've always loved fashion. I'd wanted something for myself. Anyway, I discounted her telling me. Okay. She had to tell me 3 times. She sent me the website twice. This was pre-texting, so I'm sure she had to email it to me. And I ignored her. I mean, to be honest with you, I was in corporate America. I had 2 daughters I have 2 daughters, but they were 18 months and 5 years old, busy, had a job. And my husband at the time, their dad, we owned a business together that I helped run. Okay. I had no business starting a business. And to be honest with you, if anybody had used the word business, I probably would have run the other way because I didn't need another business. So in the meantime, Tish decided she was intrigued. If you've heard Tish's story, you'll know why she decided to try this. Okay. She had no idea that anybody that joined her would earn income, had no clue, didn't know the business model, didn't understand it. She just genuinely was like, I want to do this with my sisters. Like it'd be fun for us to do together. So I ignored her, show up at her house and I see the jewelry and I'm like, oh God, this is actually really cute. Can I wear this today? It was a baby shower for Allie, our sister. She was 8 months pregnant. Allie joined when she was 9 months pregnant. Okay. For all of y'all pregnant or no people pregnant, people join pregnant. So anyway, or maybe she was like 7 months, but anyways, so was at Tish's, wore the jewelry, loved it, wore it to the shower. That day, a sign-up special was ending that you got an extra $100 in jewelry if you joined that day. It was Halloween. Remember, my kids were 18 months and 5 years old. You know what Halloween's like that day. And Allie and I were like, what do we have to lose? We'll do it with Tish. We'll look cuter. And we ran to the computer and signed up because we got an extra $100 in jewelry. Okay. Now look, 14 years in, it was that little carrot of an extra $100 that made Allie and I run to the computer. Tish joined with the extra $100 too. It was like a month special or something like that. So these incentives work. They work. But guess what? They don't work if you don't work them. They don't work if you don't message them. It is our job as stylists, as human beings, to share opportunity. I don't care if it's a sale at Ann Taylor Loft, if it's a great, cruise that you see that's on sale, if it is a support group that a friend may need. This is our job as humans, okay, to share. I was actually listening to a podcast today. It was actually a Christian podcast talking about kindness. And but they were talking about why good really matters. And one of the things they shared is that letting your light shine is really what we are here on earth for. And shining your light is sharing things that can help other people. And you just don't know when it's going to help somebody. And right now there is so much going on. I know we've been talking about it. You go to the gas pumps. I made my daughter the other day, my 15-year-old, I filled up and I explained to her that it used to be $2.29 a gallon. And I had her do the calculator and what my 25 gallons is what my car holds. So I was like, how much was that? Now it's $4.29, Anna. I want you to do the math. What is that costing me now? What's the difference? Okay. This is what, and she knows like, that's a lot of money to her. She's 15. And I'm like, this is the difference in people's lives. You go buy food. Okay. We have this yummy place near our house. It's called like Green and Simple or something. I don't know. Kim knows. It's this delicious salad bowl place. To get a bowl, it's like $16 to $18. Tish drove through Chick-fil-A the other day and we were on the phone. She was like, oh my God, that just cost me $13 for Chick-fil-A. Like it is a real thing. Okay. So summer expenses do not slow down. Typically they increase. People want to travel. They want to put their children in camps. They want to do, days at Six Flags and water parks and all the things that cost money. And we have a gift to share. So I would love you guys to hear from senior division, right? Sally, you're senior division. Yes, I was like, you promoted recently. Yeah. Senior division, Sally Anglem. I want you to hear her story of how she joined the business. She is a direct recruit of Tish's. And I love her story. So Sally, do you mind just sharing?
Sure. Thank you. I'm very honored to be asked. So I'll try to be as brief as possible. So my story starts in January of 2020. I was on a girls' weekend with my college friends, and we went to Melinda Garvey's house. Melinda is actually a good friend of Christy, turns out. But anyway, went to college with her, and she invited several of us to her place in Galveston. So we were in Galveston, and we had a lot on the agenda for the weekend. And one of the things I had seen before I went there was something about jewelry, her friend bringing jewelry. I thought her friend made jewelry. So anyway, that's where I met Tish. Tish came and she had a whole spread while we were getting ready for dinner that night. Tish was there with the jewelry, and of course, fell in love with the jewelry. And I really didn't think about the business right away. I think Christy asked if Tish asked me, and I don't think she did. The only way I think she might have, well, for one, I know she said, if there's anyone you know who might be interested in this, and Tish and I talked later about it, she said, yeah, I think I didn't put it out to your group, but I said, if there's anyone that you know that might be interested, whatever. But also when I was checking out, I think I was asking her because I was just really curious who the previous company was. So I was asking her some questions, and I think at that point she might have said, would you ever want to do this? And I said, no, it was a hard no, until I was flying home and I started feeling FOMO. I thought, I know no one in my community sells Parklane. I've never heard of it, and I'm pretty connected. And I thought, if someone starts this business, I know how these direct sales companies go. All of a sudden it's, you've got every person sells Rodan and Fields or whatever. And I thought, if someone else discovers Parklane and they start a business and they have huge success, I'm going to be kicking myself. And I started thinking about the potential of building a business more than anything. And I had a business. So it's funny because on my way down to Galveston, I was flying with one of my college friends, and she said, what are you up to these days? And I said, I have a 10-year-old communication business and I'm looking to expand it. And now that my kids I'm going to be an empty nester. So here's my plan for expanding it. And she's like, oh, that's really good. So 24 hours later, I met Tish, and about 14 months later, that business was history. So I have passed that on to someone else. So anyway, that was kind of what got me started. And so she did bring me in, Kathy brought me in as an area leader, because I had some direct sales business experience many years before with direct Discovery Toys. So they did bring me in as an area leader, but when I look back at it, I was performing I would have promoted to area leader within 2 months, just based on that. So so I wrote down how many, 8 trips so far I've earned since really February of 2020 to 5 destinations, Mercedes. So like I think it was within 2 months, I had the Mercedes program, and within 3, I had Dublin. So the potential is there. So anyone who's new, it's not like you have to be here for a long time to get all of these perks. So, you hit the ground running and you can get whatever you work toward. Trying to think what else you want to know. We were looking at my numbers this morning as we were preparing for this, and I knew that 2021, I doubled what I made in 2020 with Parklane, which was good because I had passed off that other business. But here's the thing too about that business, and this is why Parklane is the reason I gave up that business was the potential with Parklane was so much better. So with the other business, I could only make a certain amount of money because number one, the client that I had, and I was going to expand to have more clients, but I had to work within their budget, and so I could only make more money if they gave me more work, but they only had a certain budget that they could pay me. And so I was kind of stuck. But with this, there is no ceiling. You know, we can keep building and building and building our teams. I can, if I need a certain amount of money this month for something that comes up, I'll book a couple more parties, you know, so much more potential, but especially with the team building aspect, there's so much potential. And we know that. I was going somewhere else with that too, but I don't know what, but Christy.
You know, one of the things I remember Sally telling me this, is when she got on that plane to leave Melinda's house after she, you know, the seed was planted, you went to Tish's Facebook page.
Oh yeah, that's
Do
it.
you mind
Okay.
sharing that?
Yeah, no, that's good. Thanks. So I got home and I'd been thinking, I want to find out about this company. So I got home, did a little research and went on Tish's personal Facebook page. And she's such a wise woman. She had just posted, not every week is like this in my business, but this past week I had 2 shows and she described one where she had to drive an hour away. And then she described another where it was practically in her backyard and these college friends were getting together. Of course, that's us. And she said, by the end of the week, I earned $1,500. And I'm like, oh, I'm calling this, calling her. So yeah, I mean, that made a big difference.
So the takeaway is, you know, Tish planted the seed. She didn't even plant it directly to Sally, you know, I mean, I guess she did after y'all kind of started to talk.
But I
Tish
didn't even
knew.
remember that until today. I think I was thinking about it. So,
You know, but when people start asking any question, that is when we need to tell ourselves they're asking a question for a reason, even if they don't even realize the reason. Okay. And it's our job to then ask, can I share more information with you? Okay. They can be added to our learn more. Well, they will hear some of this stuff that Sally just mentioned, like, you know, somebody earned $1,500 in a week, but you also need to be sharing it yourself. Okay. You need to be sharing. People don't know what they can earn in our industry, in our business, in a week, etc. So only for the sake of time, I have to jump on the power hour. So in fact, I'm going to be a couple minutes late to power hour tribe. So if you're watching this, but we are going to give a challenge because based on what Sally just said, it is so important for your community of people, your friends, your family, your VIP shoppers, etc., to know your story. Our challenge for you is to share, go live in your VIP group or post and share your story, whatever your story is. And I would love to encourage you to share some earnings that you've had, whether you're, and you define what that is. Make it sound good. If you don't want, last week, maybe you had a dud party. Well, you might not want to share that. I wouldn't want to. So maybe you're like, in the month of April, I did 3 parties and I earned X. You know, in the month of May, I did 6 parties and I earned X. Last week, I did a party and I earned X. Like, it is so important to share your earnings. Eric, I don't know. Eric, I know it's you sign in as your husband, right? I remember this. You typed, you're not sure why it's uncomfortable. Eric, whoever you are, I forget your name. What do you do for a living? You're a nurse, right? Eric Chen. If you hear me.
It's Amanda Chen.
That's what I thought. I was like, I know it's not Eric. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I sometimes change my name, but I forget.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a nurse practitioner.
Okay. That is why it's uncomfortable. And it trust me, when I was in corporate America, very uncomfortable for me to do it. Because you don't do that. You don't share what you're being paid with people. Like, that's awkward. You know, several people interviewing for the job, you may get a different offer than the other person, like all those things. It is not normal in corporate America. In our business, people have no idea. So like, for the exact reason that Sally saw, Tish posted in 2 parties, I earned $1,500. This is an incredible, you know, company. This is incredible opportunity. You know, I'm so grateful I found this. It's not yay me, I'm awesome. It's I'm so grateful for this. It's showing gratitude. It's showing potential. I remember my neighbor when I first started in the business, Kim Craddock, Joe Anderson, which you can so hear him saying this. He was like, I mean, Christy, do you really earn anything? I'm like, do you think I'm an idiot? Like, why would I be doing this if I don't earn anything? And I remember telling him, Joe, last month I earned X. I don't even remember what it was. And he was like, oh my God. I'm like, yes. I mean, it is so important to share. Okay. And Leslie's talking about, you know, disclaimers. That can be if you have a team or you're earning bonuses, Leslie, that's a different. If it's just I earned this in a party, we earn percentages and it's very black and white, 30 to 50%. So you don't even really have to worry about that. But yes, if you have a larger team and you're earning Mercedes bonuses and you're earning all the things that coaching commissions, et cetera. Yeah, there are disclaimers that you need to use. So your challenge. Okay. Put our pinkies up. We're going to pinky promise that we are going to go and do a live and share your story or a post. Because I know some people may not be comfortable, although we go live all the time. Share your story. Let people hear. Share about this impression bracelet. Okay. And I'm telling you, until the moment that it is no longer available, you share, because you just might sponsor your next Christy Goodman or Ali Santano, you know, who are like, okay, let's go do it, you know, because we get $100 extra. This is $182. So, okay. Code word. If you're just joining, okay, your code word that you need to text me if you listened in, and if you are watching this on replay, hold on, I have to get my phone number. Okay. If you're watching this on replay, you have until Saturday at noon Central Time to text me the code word to be entered into our drawing. Okay. I'm giving 2 giveaways. The code word is rainbow, because guess what launched today? Our rainbow impression bracelet. And I've already sold one. Okay. So here's the number. I'm already getting text. Okay. But I'm going to actually do it to my marketing number for the masses. Okay. But 469-589-9273. Okay. I'm going to type it in here. 469-589-9273. Okay. Code word is rainbow. So if you participated today, text me rainbow. And if you watch on replay, you've got until Saturday at noon to text rainbow. And I'll be gifting 2 lucky ladies our cute little trinket tray that says just a queen building her empire, because that's what you're doing. We are helping you build your empires using this impression bracelet giveaway to go out and sponsor. Guys, what if you sponsored 4 people this week? What if? Okay, I reached out to probably 8 yesterday. 2 of them told me they needed to look into it for last night. I haven't followed up this morning yet. But 8, 2 we're going to look into it. Am I going to sponsor both? I hope, but I don't know. So, okay, have an awesome rest of your week. I'm going to do the power hour if you want to join. And thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.